appreciate everybody who came to watch today. My new follower, Big Boss Jackman 26. Thank you especially. But thanks to all of you. It takes everybody to make this channel work. So we're growing slowly, but we're growing, and that's the important part. So Tuesday, I'm either going to start an Arkham Trilogy playthrough, or I'm going to start a Ghost of Tsushima Lethal difficulty playthrough. I haven't decided which. But it's one or the other. I can say the Batman playthrough will not be on the hardest difficulty. Because as I think I've said before, the hardest difficulty they take away the controller prompts, like the icons that appear above the enemies' heads, to let you know you need to counter, and you have to actually watch the animations, and I'm not that good. I mean, we could try it, but I think it would be biggest, if not as big a struggle as anything else we've done. Pretty close. But I love the combat in this game. The freeform combat's really cool. But it's not that cool if you can't get into it. And I kind of feel like the button prompts or the icons are sort of its version of the Spidey senses. I mean, this game and the previous Spider-Man would be way harder if you didn't have Spidey senses. Couldn't tell like when things are coming in, missiles are coming in, or guys about to shoot you, or what have you. It would be way harder, probably near impossible, frankly, without some serious programming changes. So that's sort of the way I feel the Batman thing is. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're there to help you with the combat. You can choose not to play with them, but I don't think that was the intended way to play. I don't feel like they put the combat icons over there as a crutch. I think that's how they intended it. And then they gave you a difficulty where there's, okay, if you don't want the combat icons and you want to try to watch the animations, we'll let you do that too. I wish they had an option for the combat icons separate from difficulty. So make the fights harder, but still give me the icons. That would be ideal, but I don't think they have that. Maybe on the remaster, I'll have to look and see if the new ones do. Like maybe that's something that they added in. That would be amazing if it was. But then Ghost of Tsushima Lethal difficulty, if you're not aware, is basically realistic difficulty. pretty much one hit from a sword and you're dead. And I think it pretty much goes the opposite way. I think. I know you die easily. Um, that's going to take a lot of getting used to the combat system, learning the timing for the parries, counterattacks, using a lot of the consumables, doing a lot of stealth. But you know, I have done what? I've done all the Tomb Raiders, this game, and the previous Spider-Man. So 5 games now I've done on the hardest difficulty, and thought they were going to take me forever, especially Deadly Obsession on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. And we got through them in relatively decent time. Decent timing, not we had a decent time. We had a great time. So maybe I'm underestimating myself with lethal difficulty, but we'll see. Whether you're going to see Tuesday or in the near future, because that's definitely something I want to do. As always, if anybody has a suggestion for a game they'd like to see me play, I'm certainly open to suggestions. I will put it out there. I don't do online multiplayer. Don't really do sports games. Although I can't imagine anyone on this channel requesting a sports game. I think it's obvious that's not what I do. And don't really do like fighting games. Mortal Kombat, Injustice, and that sort of thing. But, action adventure, platformer, puzzler, first-person shooter. As long as they're single player. Yeah, I'll play any of those. It's amazing how long video game credits are. You thought movie credits were long? Movie credits don't have anything on video game credits. Which makes sense because, you think about it. In a movie, you have an actor, and that's one credit. But in a video game, you have the voice actor for that actor, possibly the motion capture actor. Then you have the people who modeled the character that actor was playing, who did the animation, etc. So it's like maybe 5 or 6 people credited for one character in a game that would have been one person in a movie. You still have like makeup and stuff like that, but there's just so much more that goes into games. So many more people. At least AAA games. So many people. I wonder how many people just stop watching the YouTube videos once the credits start rolling, or they fast forward to see if there was a post-credit scene or something. Because I gotta admit, it's hard to think of things to talk about for 15 minutes, 20 minutes of credits. I try, but okay. I'm sorry, I just read something on my Twitter feed that I'm not going to repeat, but I'm in absolute shock. See, that's how long these credits are. My DualShock has turned off itself twice. I'm utterly disturbed now. We're still going, huh? Well, when they have just a list of names with commas, generally means you're getting closer to the end. It's like, and these people. I always worry when I see songs in the game. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get demonetized. Uh, YouTube has this experimental technology that I've been trying to use where they can somehow just mute the song and not the whole video during the song. I'm not sure if it works that well, though. They even say it's experimental. I guess they would take the sound waves that constitute the song, the frequencies and such, and try to cut that out of the sound of the video, and then theoretically everything else is left unaltered, but I just don't know. That seems really, really far-fetched to me that you can do that. But again, could be ignorance on my part. Barney's gonna wake up and their gonna be credits playing. She's gonna be like, "You finished?" Yeah, I did. So I think what I'm gonna do is put up a impromptu poll on my Twitter between Arkham Trilogy and Ghost of Tsushima. So if you follow my Twitter, then feel free to vote. If you don't follow my Twitter and you want to vote, follow my Twitter, and then you can vote. Or just follow my Twitter even if you don't want to vote. Just follow my Twitter. That's basically. I post on my Twitter account every time I go live. Yesterday, I told the people on my Twitter who followed my Twitter about the bonus stream that I was going to be doing last night. So that's the best way to stay informed. I also update my Twitch schedule, but discovered yesterday that adding a 5 o'clock to the Saturday schedule on Saturday doesn't show up until the next Saturday. So that was sort of worthless. Apparently the Twitch schedule is more like, here's the general idea of when I'm on, as opposed to, this is when I'm on, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm on, this is what I'm doing. So I've been using it and updating it regularly so that you can actually see what game I'm going to be playing. But I don't know that that's really how it's intended to be used. Because, like, I can't go in and say, okay, so 2 Fridays from, or not Friday, I won't stream on Friday. 2 Thursdays from now, I'm going to be playing X game. I can't do that. I can say next Thursday I'm going to be playing X game, but it actually is what it's saying is every Thursday I'm going to be playing that game. I have to make sure I go in and change it when the game changes. So I don't know if there's another way to do it that I'm not aware of. If there is, somebody wants to tell me, that'd be great. But the copyrights, so definitely close to the end. The music has stopped, so that's a pretty good indicator too. But yeah, I'll be changing the schedule for Tuesday later this evening, probably. But I'm going to change it to either this or that. I won't have made the decision by then because I don't think if I do that, then I haven't let people vote on Twitter, have I? I wonder how many people work on the credits on video games, like actually putting these together. I feel like that's an interesting question. Hey, looks like we're almost there. Is there another cutscene? There is. That's the church where he met Finn. The exact location they met, I believe.
Goodbye, Finn.
Um, Congratulations! You have finished the main story, but the adventure continues. You can now revisit previously completed missions with Mission Replay in the pause menu, or previously completed Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man activities in the FNSM app. You can now change the time of the day in the options menu as well. You can start a fresh adventure with ultimate difficulty. Oh, there is an ultimate difficulty for added challenge, or start New Game Plus to restart with all your gear and skills and unlock new ones. So there is an ultimate difficulty, but it's unlockable. I see. I'm not a big fan of unlockable difficulties, to be honest. Um, I want the option to play the hardest difficulty to begin with and not have to play it through twice to do that. But that may have been how the first game was, and I just didn't realize it because I'd already beaten it years ago. All right. I have unspent skill points. Yeah, I imagine
Hey,
so.
Ma, you busy?
Not too busy. What's going on?
Just left Trinity Church. I was thinking about Finn. And
Tell me about it.
she saved my life. And yours. Everybody's. But she's the one who put us in danger in the first place. After seeing what happened to Rick, I get why she did it.
People are messy. Take your Uncle Aaron. He's the reason Krieger's in jail. And he helped us get people out of Harlem. But every time I look at him, I think of all the pain he put your dad through.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a judgment on Finn's life, mijo. Or her death. Just remember who she was, and why you loved her.
You always know what to say.
That's my job. Call me back if you need me. Entiende?
Sí. Te quiero.
We got 3 skill points? Oh, we gotta go and spend these, even though we're not going to play anymore. Let's see. I'm really going to sit here and deliberate. Let's just take them. Here, finish this one off. And say this one. Okay, that's fine. And let's say this one. Sure, why not? Okay, so that is all for today. We have completed our spectacular difficulty run of Spider-Man Miles Morales. Again, thank you all for watching. Those of you who are here today, those who were here yesterday when it started, I really appreciate it. Again, watch my Twitter and or the schedule page on Twitch to find out what I'm going to be doing next. But I can definitely tell you that it will either be Ghost of Tsushima or the Arkham trilogy. Until then, have a great day. See you Tuesday. Bye.